hello.
Hi everyone, we are live.
We are live.
Okay,
What
so
day is it? Today's Thursday.
it is Thursday.
Yep.
You're probably wondering where we are. We are, let's see if I can turn this around and give you a quick view of what's going on out here. There we go. That is Fort Lauderdale over there,
Yep.
right there. So we're right across from the inlet, the Port Everglades inlet for Lauderdale. There's a couple of big ships out there and some other things going on. We are, so it's a little hard to because you can't really shoot fire. These things are so hard to do. So that, or maybe this is easier to see. Yeah, so we can see it. So this is Port Everglades there. That's us, and we are heading north. It's a beautiful day out here as well.
It's a warm day.
And it's warm. I just raised the curtains on the side because I was starting to feel a little woozy. It was just getting pretty hot out here. So
I took off I have a white shirt, long sleeves, and I took it off. Like if I have to go back out in the sun, I'll put it back on.
yeah, it's a little warm. So
Yes. We
So-
got some people on.
yeah, we do. We have a few
Yay.
people on. Great. Welcome
Awesome.
everyone.
Yes, welcome.
We love to do these live streams while we're out and about,
Yes.
just because I think it's fun to take you guys along while we're actually sailing. But today, no, unfortunately, there's
We are
as you
not
can see,
sailing.
not sailing, and not sailing.
We are motoring.
We are motorboat today for
Yeah.
sure. We've got both engines at about 2,000 revolutions, and we are making about 9 knots. And the reason we're going so fast is because we have like 2 3/4 of a knot of Gulfstream pushing us. So that's pretty good. So that's kind of cool. Other than that, there's really not all that much to report. What about you? How you doing?
I know you always have so much to say. And I don't know what to say.
Yeah. When we left so we went from outside of No Name Harbor in Biscayne Bay. That's where we started. Oh, dear gosh. Oh, I don't know if you can see them.
Flying fish.
Yeah, we're flying fish out there. Oh, cool. Anyway, they're almost impossible to catch on camera. Anywho, we left outside No Name Harbor, Anchorage this morning at about 7:30, tootled out the inlet, and just kind of made a 180 and heading north. We're headed today, we're heading up to Palm Beach.
Right.
And
Several reasons why we didn't go to Fort Lauderdale this trip.
So Lauderdale was kind of a no-go for us. There just wasn't any room and been expensive, and there's no real reason to stop there. So
Yeah,
this
we've
is
had
fine.
some friends that we want to see that they're out of town
Yeah, they're out of
now, and we even heard from some other friends that are there
Yeah.
that it's noisy.
Yeah, it's really noisy. They're pounding in pilings and all sorts of stuff, so it
Yeah.
didn't sound like a lot of fun anyways. Somebody asked, how did No Name get its name? It sounds like you've never got a name. I guess? I don't know. That's a good question.
That's funny.
It is a beautiful area though, but kind of penalizing. Here's my kind of review
Yeah.
of No Name.
Right, we have a review.
Yeah, we'll do a quick little review. So, No Name is actually okay and tolerable and very nice during the week for the most part.
Yeah.
Now you have to deal with sport fishers who would rather not go out to the channel and they'd rather cut through the anchorage on their way out, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
So they
There's one in particular.
there's
that,
one that's really a pain in the butt.
Yeah, like we know who he is.
Yeah.
And he'll like turn around just to see
Make sure
that-
he's waked you well.
Yeah,
you know.
he's a jerk.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
He's a jerk.
Several of the
So,
fishing boats though are absolutely cool. They slow
Yeah,
down
they
in the
slow down.
anchorage, but really think about it. It's like you're at a campsite and you decide to drive your four-wheeler as fast as you can through the campsite. Do you think that's going to go over well? You know, you're just being a jerk. So,
Yeah.
or cutting through the campsite instead of actually taking the roads around the campsite. That's what I think. So, okay, so there's that. But here's the big positives.
Yeah.
Is that No Name is a cute little harbor. You could anchor inside there, and we saw a big boat in there, a 62-foot boat in there, big lagoon in there.
We don't recommend anchoring inside because I think there's just a lot of museums. It's more stagnant air.
Yeah, the bugs are going to be worse in
Yeah.
there, but you'll have a lot less, you don't have any
You don't
chop.
have the fishermen going
Yeah,
by,
and you
so-
don't have to deal so much with the current flow. That was the other sort of problem, is the current goes back and forth parallel to the coast, but the wind was perpendicular to the coast coming out of the east. And so the boat would spin around, and every time it was slack tide, I couldn't figure out what it was doing. Everybody was pointing a different direction. It was hilarity ensued.
Little chaotic.
Yeah, it's a little chaotic.
Right.
But cool things.
Yeah.
Beautiful walkway all the way around Cape Florida, and you can go down and check out the
Lots of
lighthouse.
walking. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you can walk the beach, you can walk all the way to the lighthouse. There's just all sorts of stuff that you can do for exercise, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're feeling cooped up.
It's a great place to go. It is $8 a day to park your dinghy there, but you can park all day. It's a national park,
And you can dump your trash there.
and you can dump your trash there.
It's super helpful.
Yeah. I don't know about getting water. There was a pedestal
Oh.
there, but I think it might be a private pedestal. I don't know quite what's going on with that, but I don't know if you can get water. I don't think so.
I don't
But
think there's any pump out services or water
Yeah.
services at all.
The water outside is totally clean enough to run your water maker anyway, so it's not that bad. The other cool thing is, and we did this a couple, three times, you
Yeah.
can walk up to the grocery store, which is a Winn-Dixie, and then you can get this little free ride back. They call them freebies. And it's like a little Uber app, right?
Yeah, it's electric cars, and there is no charge, so people are they rely on tips.
Yep.
So we always tip them well
Yeah.
because we want them to keep making us up. And so yeah, it's nice, and they know all the area.
And the walk there is delightful, I thought.
It was a little warm yesterday.
It was a little warm yesterday, but it was beautiful. You get to
Yeah.
walk through this sort of covered path.
Yeah.
And you go all the way up to the guard station, go a little bit past it, and then you get on the sidewalk for the kind of community and keep walking. And the Winn-Dixie, it's a little weird to find actually, but it's on the left-hand side. We found a post office as well,
Yeah,
so
that
we
was
had
a
to ship
little hard to
something.
find too.
Yeah. So
But yeah, there's an Ace Hardware, so if you
Yeah,
ever
there's Ace
need
Hardware.
anything for your boat, it's a very handy location for sure.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people will use it to go to the Bahamas
sure.
as well.
And I think it's great as a jumping off point. I don't think you want to spend more than a couple of days there, really.
No, we were there for way too long the first time.
Yeah, we were. We should have gone down to Sands and it would have been fine down there.
But we haven't seen still, and we haven't seen the whole, the park.
Right.
And the beach. And we were meeting friends. And so, yeah, it ended that we were there for almost a week.
And we did take, yesterday we took a little dinghy adventure out to Stiltsville.
Yeah, we did.
That was great. It was crazy. We almost ran aground. Well, we did run aground in the dinghy. And we almost ran out of gas. So it was a kerfuffle, for sure. But
And it was pretty warm. So
it was pretty hot.
Run out of gas.
yeah, it was kind of a mess. But it was neat to go up and see the actual shacks out there, and
They are
only
shacks.
only one of them looked like it was even really someplace you could even be. The other ones looked pretty run down.
There was lots of
Pretty
aliens
destroyed.
there to greet you.
Yeah, and they're all covered in cormorants, so there's cormorants everywhere, and boy, do they stink. Woo. Just because there's a zillion birds just hanging out there all day long.
Very protected
Yeah.
on all sides.
Yeah. So that was fun
Yeah.
anyways, and out exploring a bit. Sands Key was great fun. It was just very mellow, super chill, and no wakes, no nothing really to speak of. I got underneath the boat and cleaned the boat, and that was fun. And we went out on a few dinghy adventures. Not a lot to see, except you can dinghy up to Boca Chica, which is just a smidgen to the north. It's kind of one of the first land masses that you get when you're going south across what they call the safety valve, I think. That whole area between No Name and the next time you see land on the way down on the east side of Biscayne Bay. And yeah, so that was cool. Boca Chica was cool. There's a little walkway around that. It's a little short though.
Yeah, I did it a couple of times just to get a decent walk in, and really, I probably could have done it a third as well, but it was kind of warm.
Yeah. And it gets a little
no
bumpy on the weekend.
No services there at all.
No, nothing. You can't even dump trash.
You can't dump your trash.
Yeah.
No fuel. There's no. Yeah, no water. So, but it's beautiful. It looks.
It is. It's really pretty.
It's what we call Florida's version of the Bahamas.
Yeah. And you know the national park's really well maintained.
Yeah.
They make sure that they mow like an easement on all the trails and nothing's overgrown, and it looks great. There's a pretty solid sort of enforcement presence there as well. But there's a lot of partying that goes on there on the weekends, and probably the two of those, that's probably why there's a decent amount
So
of.
Boca Chica's national park, but Florida Parks is the one by.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought they were all right. Okay, all right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought that it was a Florida park.
Well, at any rate, they're fun. They're totally worth doing and totally worth hanging out. The water's beautiful. Up at Sands, it's clear all the way down to the bottom for the most part. It's a little murkier up by No Name and that area. So we did go up to outside of Hurricane Harbor, which is a little bit north of No Name. But we almost got clobbered by a couple of stupid jet skis, and so we turned around and came back.
And it's like, no. Hit the side of a boat.
I mean, they went, I couldn't even see them. They were so close under the, they went across and they were doing like 60 plus miles an hour easy. And they went so close to across our bow that I couldn't see them as they went by. I'm like, nope, that's it, I'm out. It would take 1/10 of a second of miscalculation, and he would have put that thing right into our hull. And had he done that, he could have, sunk our boat, and he would have killed himself easily. And that just sounds like something I'd rather avoid.
Yeah.
And the easiest way to do that is just for us.
We were the only boat there.
We were the only one there, and so they were using us as like a point to go out, go hauling ass around, and coming back to their big rented stupid boat that they rented. So, anyway, so that's the caveats to those areas. I would give them probably a 4-star rating, something like that.
Not ideal, for sure.
But it's fun. It really is. There's a restaurant. Oh, we did go to the restaurant too.
Oh, that's right. So the No Name Anchorage also has a restaurant inside the Florida State Park.
Yeah, and I think it's supposed to be sort of a Cuban restaurant, but they didn't have much Cuban food, which is interesting.
They have a lot of fish.
They do? Okay, yeah. They had fish. So, yeah. So that was kind of that. Lots of walking, lots of this and that. So we're heading up to Palm Beach now, and then tomorrow morning, we were going to leave on Saturday, but Saturday looks bad. So we're going to leave bright and early Friday morning and head up, that's just tomorrow, head up to Fort Pierce. And we're gonna
Back to Fort Pierce.
We're gonna drop the hook up there for a little bit. We get hauled out on the 15th, which is next Wednesday. So that should be something. Should be a thing. Can't wait. Oh boy. And then once we get back in the water, we'll go north. So all we're really getting, the main thing we're getting hauled out for is to get the bottom painted. And it really needs it. But other than that, there's other things we need to do as well.
The hatch.
Yeah, I really want to get to those emergency hatches. They're still weeping a bit under heavy water, so that's not good. Yeah, and sorry about that. Turn that down. Anyway, let's see. So, what else I need to do? Oh, I have new through-hole valves, I guess, or I guess they're C-tops actually, for the sail drives, because I don't trust the ones that are in there. They're badly corroded. They look bad. They do work, but I can just see you grabbing a hold of that thing, going to turn it off, and the thing crack right off right there. So we got all the parts for that. There's 4 parts for each one, actually. Those will be here. They should have arrived, hopefully.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just have a bunch of parts. I have a whole list of stuff I want to get done while we're there. Yeah.
I think
That's about it. Anybody have any questions or comments or anything? Yeah, is there anything going on? Oh, the middle. There we go. Yep. Okay. All right. So How's everyone doing today? You guys having a nice day? I know it's a kind of a just middle of the week day, but anyone having a good time doing stuff? Anything special? We're headed to. Oh, you're headed to FP tomorrow. So we slip at the marina. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. Are you going to the Safe Harbor Marina? That's the one we were at. This is shift there while you're sailing. Yes, we did actually. Since we had been in the Safe Harbor for a while, and we're going back to get hauled out at that same
I just
area.
talked to them about it.
Yeah, we just asked. In
Told
fact, our
them-
car's still there.
Yeah, if there was any problems, just to let me know, and we'd have one of our friends pick up the stuff. But yeah, our stuff's all in pile in the mail.
Oh, yeah. Yes, your favorite place.
Yeah.
Good. Yes, it is what it is, I guess. So.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably one of the biggest obstacles of traveling by boat is where to get your stuff shipped if you need to get supplies and things.
But there are Amazon lockers. You can have it shipped to those lockers if you know you're going to be somewhere,
Right.
and then you can dinghy up to the locker and pick up your stuff.
Sure,
That's one way to do it, huh?
Yeah.
So.
That's the convenience of being in a marina, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like for the next 5 months, once we get up to Annapolis, we will be at a marina, and that's mainly because we are refitting this boat's batteries. It's a big deal for us. So we
It's a
wanted to have
massive
a
project, yeah.
safe place to stay for that.
And then the fuel
Part of
line
it.
as well. Yeah, so we've got two
That's the
pretty
project
big
we keep
projects.
putting off.
Yeah, we keep putting it off because the engines seem to be running, knock on wood, wherever
Yeah,
wood
don't
is.
curse
Wood,
us.
So, yep.
Yeah, don't push us.
So anyway, yeah, it's beautiful. You can kind of see behind us there, but it's pretty out here. The waves aren't too bad, and that's our solar behind us, solaring. This is doing its thing, but the engine's running, so we're at 100%.
It's been a great test going out for 5 weeks.
Yeah, it really
We
has.
have been on anchor for 5 weeks now,
Yeah.
pretty much, or we will be by the time we get hauled out. And it's been a game changer having our solar art. So that's the first game changer. Once we get the batteries, it'll make a difference. Some passage like this, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but once all the batteries are hooked up, we should be able to maybe have one air conditioner.
Sure. Oh yeah,
Because
100%.
right now we have to close all the hatches so that we don't get any water in while we're underway. And it does make it a little bit warm, so we have to check on kitties and make sure that they're not smoking too much.
Well, it better not be.
They better not be smoking right, yeah. So, but yeah, occasionally we've had to run the generator just to cool things down.
Yeah, and we did laundry, and our water maker
Right.
also is on the
I have laundry
LT.
ready, so like
Yeah.
we end up churning it on today. I already have laundry in the washer, and Franny will probably fire up the water maker as well.
Yeah. So as far as the dinghy dock at Lake Worth, we did sort of, but then didn't really. We went to go get gas. So the one we went to is directly west of Peanut Island. Another marina there. Anyway, they had a fuel dock. And we pulled up on the dinghy, and you can stay there for like 3 hours.
Like $16 or
16
something.
bucks or something. And you can stay there for 3 hours. The Publix is just literally across the street, so you can go do your grocery shopping, come back, and then split. I don't know if you give you a little more time if you actually got gas there. We did. We filled up our tanks, but
Yeah, we just provisioned at no name, so we probably won't do that.
right. So we don't need it.
Plus,
And plus,
we'll have our car once we score clearance.
yeah, we're leaving bright and early in the morning tomorrow. So, and tomorrow should be pretty chill. Should be a lot like today. Pretty chill, and only about 5.5 or 6 hours or something like that.
Well, and it wasn't going to be chill. We actually not only did routes for Saturday, which we decided to scrap Saturday and Good Friday, but we changed the timing because there was going to be some squalls in the afternoon. So we were going to go later, like 10 to 3-ish, and now we're going like 8 to 1 or something. Try to avoid some thunderstorms.
Trying to adjust this.
We prefer to try to stay away from the thunderstorms if we can. I don't know.
That's all right. wanted to put my arm up
We
here.
just wanted to give you an update.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. We don't really have anything going on.
Yeah, not much else to talk about, really.
Yeah.
What are your sailing plans for the next few years, Caribbean, Pacific? Our next year, we definitely want to make it down to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And I
And
think
do some exploring.
and
I
do a
think
little
we'll probably
exploring.
we'll probably get a 6-month pass, so we will probably be there for at least 4 months. Maybe
6
longer.
months, you never
yeah,
know.
we have friends that have been there for 6.
Yep.
So we're hoping that they won't be all. There's a lot of storms there this year, from what we understand.
Yeah, everyone we talked to didn't have great things to say. They said, well, it's the Bahamas, the water's really clear, it's beautiful, but they were constantly moving and being chased by all these storms and trying to move. And the good days when it was beautiful out were the days before the storms, but then they had to move on those days, and then they had to hunker down for the storms, and it sounded like a bit of a pain in the buns, but
Right.
more than anything else.
So we're hoping that it's not like that for us. And then, sorry. So, but yeah, and as far as what our sailing plans are, I would really like to go north more. So like we're going to be in Annapolis, and we're going to be exploring that area. But possibly in 2025, we would be going up like towards Maine and Boston. I have family in Boston area.
Yeah, we need to check that out too.
And
Yeah.
so we would probably go up that way. And then, probably by then, we will probably start heading down like towards the BVI's.
And do the actual
Um,
Caribbean. Yeah.
And do the Caribbean for that. And then I don't know after that. Like,
We'll have to see. It depends on how much we've learned and how comfortable we are with things.
if
And,
we're going to do
Yeah.
an Atlantic crossing or something like that.
or Pacific Crossing or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, is the boat up for it? Are we up for it?
Yeah, I know, that's the thing.
So, and I've got aging family members, so I don't know how far away I want to be, and that sort of thing. We'll see.
Yep, we'll see. So that's
Everything
kind of
can
it.
change.
Yep. All right.
Any other questions?
Yeah, let us know if there's anything else. Otherwise, this is just a quick little check-in. Just wanted to say
Right.
hi and
It's
hope everyone's
lunchtime.
doing well. Yep.
We're going to go get a sandwich.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, everyone, have a great rest of your afternoon. And
We'll try to check in tomorrow.
yeah, we'll try to check in tomorrow as well.
And it would be probably a little earlier. It'll probably be, we're going to leave at like 8. It'd probably be closer to 11.
Yeah, we're supposed to get in around noonish, so it's probably live stream will be a
Maybe
little earlier
10-ish.
tomorrow. Today we're supposed to get in around 5ish, so that's why we did today. But
Maybe a little bit earlier tomorrow. But yeah, I try to give a little bit of notice on the live streams so that schedule it
yeah, we'll try
so that
to.
you guys have some
Yeah,
idea of when it's
some
going to be.
bit of heads up.
But
so.
yeah, we just don't always know, even
Yeah.
if we're gonna have time. When we were sailing back and forth from No Name to Sands Feet and the reverse, just by the time we put sails up and everything else, we just didn't really have time to do it.
But we're doing it. We are doing it. Look at us all out here doing it. So we're pretty happy that we're out doing things and learning stuff. We had the Maine up today and the Genoa up, and
Briefly.
then for like 5 seconds, and then the wind just was not happening, and there wasn't enough of it. So we got a great lesson on how to raise the main, drop the main, and put it all back together. So all great experience for
It's a
us.
good napping day. I think I've already napped.
Yeah, he's already done some nappage. I might partake of nappage in the afternoon. So it's super chill,
Yeah,
super
it
mellow
is.
now.
It just sort of rocks you
Yeah.
to sleep.
It was kind of rough when we were coming out, though. We were head to
Yeah.
wind, sort of just trying to get out into the Gulf Stream, and yeah, it was bouncy. So, but it's nice now, super chill. Just a little rolling, but not bad. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of the afternoon. We will hopefully see you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
All right.
That's tomorrow.
Take care. Safe
Bye.
travels.